Hello, and welcome everybody to the first episode of Let's Talk Records. And I couldn't think of two people I'd rather be doing this with than my girl, my sister, Miss Lady Soul.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Girl, the big yellow rebel. How y'all ladies doing?
Hey, we're doing all right. How about you?
Hey, I can't complain. Still on top of the dirt. You know how that is.
That's right. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Miss Soul, what's happening with you?
Like I said, not much, man. Just living, listening to some records. I mean, enjoying the music, like always.
That's all we can do, really. And we got that outlet, to just have something from going crazy.
Exactly.
Oh, I know.
Everything going on in the world and work, the music thing that keeps us together.
Yes, absolutely. Music for sanity.
Exactly.
There you go.
So
there
much.
you go.
Yes.
So, Miss Lady Soul, what you been listening to keep your sanity?
Well, you asked me, my brother, to show about 3-4 records, and I said, okay, I'm gonna show about 3 records that recent spinnings. Albums that I've been spinning recently. The first one is actually a VCLT that I've got from my good friend. He's a good friend of mine. He's one of my co-workers. His name is Tino. So we always talk about music. He's a big fan of music. And he just gave me this, which is the recent album by the band Marillion.
Oh,
Very, very cool.
awesome.
I'm not too familiar with their music, but he knows that I'm a big fan of prog rock and whatnot, and he's a big fan of Marillion, and he thought that I would like it. And honestly, I love it. It is a beautiful, beautiful album, very melodic. The lyrics are just wonderful. The musicianship is just amazing, and it's the kind of album that you have to take your time to listen to it. I mean, just chill and just, take your time to listen to it because the musicianship is so good. The lyrics are so deep, and it's a double album, but it's like, I think there's maybe 4 or 5 tracks, long tracks, like 6, 7, 8 minutes, but amazing tracks. The side B is just perfect in my opinion. I love the tracks, the track called Sierra Leone, the track called Care, just beautiful. Ooh. So if you're a fan of progressive rock, very, very good.
Yes, I've heard a lot about Marillion over the years. That's gorgeous.
Yeah,
love that cover.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful cover, and it is a gatefold. Let me show you the gatefold. It's a gatefold.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful album. Beautiful album. The lyrics are just amazing, man. It's
okay. Yeah. Wow, is that a recent release? Is that like 20?
I believe it was released last month in March. Yeah.
Okay, I missed on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's some nice VCLT.
Yeah, the title is An Hour Before It's Dark. Yeah.
Hour Before It's Dark. Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Marillion. Are you familiar with Marillion funk?
No, I'm not. But that title sounds like my parents say you better get home before it's dark.
Exactly. Or you better do what you want to do before it's too late. I mean, it's,
Right.
Yes.
No, yes. I never heard of them.
I mean, I'm a bit familiar with their music, but not too much. I know they've released a very good album in the 80s called Misplaced Childhood, something like that, which was very, very big. So yeah, if you love like prog rock, melodic music, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But it's not the kind of music that you put on the background and you have really to, immerse yourself in the music and take your time. But
yes,
it's a beautiful, beautiful album. Yes.
Okay. Well, you sold me because I've heard of them for years. I would see growing up, I would see like rock and rollers walking around with Marillion t-shirts on and
Yes.
stuff. So I know they've been out there for a while, but I haven't actually bought any. So, but I would love to check it out.
Oh
You
yeah.
sold me.
I'm gonna delve into their discography for sure, for sure. After that
Oh, that's
album,
cool.
I'm like, oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
beautiful looking album.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that is my first album, guys.
Yes.
Yes.
When you
Awesome.
said 80s, I was kind of shocked. Like, they hadn't been out that long, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yes. Oh yeah. They've been there, for many years. It's a very well-known band. Well-known band.
Yeah.
I guess I was just traveling in the wrong circle.
I'm surprised you're not familiar with them, Funk. Very surprised.
Think of like prog rock and stuff like that. I was listening to like Rush,
Okay.
Yes, Genesis, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I guess really, I guess they were.
Yeah,
They-
I believe
I guess-
they were influenced by Floyd and Genesis at the beginning of their career, if I'm not mistaken.
Floyd.
Yeah. But they're
Okay.
so good. They're so good. Yeah.
Yeah. All
Hey.
right.
Mm.
Hey, ladies first. So you up?
Woo, ladies first. Who, me? All right. So I picked out, these are like, well, we know that the 2022 Rock Hall nominations have been announced. So I've been thinking of some of my favorite albums, and I've also been thinking about some of the nominees who are also my favorites. So this is by no means a comprehensive, collection of everything I love, but just stuff that's been on my mind, on my turntable. So I was thinking back to the time, and this lady is a nominee this year. This is probably the first rock album I ever bought. I was big on radio when I was little, but when it came to time to start purchasing stuff, I had heard enough songs on the radio where I said, okay, I got to get this. My little 9-year-old self went out and bought this album. I'm talking about Pat Benatar's Precious Time. Oh my God. This blew my little mind when I was growing up. I heard Casey Kasem was playing. That's where I got my musical input from. If Casey was playing it, I had to go get it. So we're talking about like Fire and Ice, Promises in the Dark, which is still my favorite.
Yeah.
And I was seeing her all over. She was one of the first female artists they started showing on MTV at the time. So this is 1981. And I just want to reach back and just, I said, Pat has got to be inducted this year because there was nobody like her. She was so fierce.
I cannot believe,
cool.
I cannot believe that she's still not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it either. I don't know if she's getting pushed back or if there's a stall because she and her husband are up for Neil Giraldo, her husband and guitarist. I don't know if that's holding things up. I don't know what it is. I can only speculate because he's great too. He was, equally as big a part of her sound as her vocals, and this is such a good album. Again, Promises in the Dark, title track, Precious Time, It's a Tough Life, Evil Genius. They did a cover of the Beatles' Helter Skelter. This is just a fantastic album, and her look. I'm like, go ahead, girl.
She's beautiful.
She just absolutely just the artwork and everything. And I probably could use a decent copy because I've had this copy since I was a kid, so it's beat up. So, but I had on my turntable. I said, you hear a lot. On the radio at any given time, you can hear Heartbreaker or you can hear, Hit Me With Your Best Shot. But I said some of the stuff, on here doesn't get played as much. So let me throw this on. And I've been revisiting this one all week long. That's our girl. I wish her luck for 2022. Maybe see her inducted.
That would be great. I really hope so for her. Yeah, come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
I was waiting for you to say Love is a Battlefield.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. We do hear that one a lot. You could turn on the radio and hear that one, Shadows of the Night. But it's just like, I don't know why, but this album, every now and then, like if you listen to Sirius, satellite radio, you might hear some cuts from here. But you know, I still don't think this particular album gets enough recognition, but I love it. It's probably my first rock record.
Yeah. Wasn't her video, Love is a Battlefield, wasn't that her biggest video that they played on MTV?
It was one of the big ones. Yes. Yeah. When we first got MTV, we first got cable, you couldn't turn. It was Love is a Battlefield, Shadows of the Night all the time. And so, Love is a Battlefield was so huge. And that choreography she did in the video was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
So, but that was like right up there. You saw this. It was like Billie Jean, Pat Benatar, every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
You know, so but she deserves it.
Don't you guys miss MTV or like?
Ooh,
I mean,
girl, I miss
the
the
end
old
of an
MTV.
era. I mean, it is so sad. There's no more.
No more excitement of video debuting, right? You know,
I used to spend my Saturday mornings when I was a kid watching Janet Jackson videos and whatnot on TV.
Yes.
We have Much Music here in Canada, but it was.
I miss Much Music. I used to love Much Music. I used to get that here in the States. I miss it. Oh man, that was it.
So sad.
That was it. I used to run home from school every day after school trying to catch all the videos on MTV. It was an event.
Yeah,
like we don't have nothing like that now. I'm so sorry for these kids now.
Exactly.
But we had it good.
Donnie Simpson, Video Soul.
Video Soul, yes. Oh my God. Yeah. He's still out there too.
Yeah, he just started that back up.
Yeah, I love it.
What is he on? Is he on Peacock or?
I forget. I just saw him like 2 weeks ago on something. I was surprised to see him. I can't remember what channel it was, but but he's still looking good. I used to watch plenty of Video Soul too. New Edition, you know, all the and he was showing all the cuts back in the day, all the time. Getting teary-eyed.
None of that stuff no more.
No. Unless you turn on what's MTV sister channel, MTV Classics. You know, you can see MTV. I Want My 80s. What's the other one? I forget if it's on BET. Was it Crate Digging or something where they show like old videos from the 80s and 90s and stuff. Okay. That's a good one. Yeah. So, but they're out there, but you got to hunt for them.
Too busy playing records to be looking at TV now.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like videos today, people are like, I could pull that up on YouTube. I don't need to watch no video. You know,
hey, there were no YouTube, man. No YouTube
back then. And you better have a VCR if you want to see the video again. You know?
Yes, of course.
You know, yep. Good old days.
All righty. Well, what I went back started listening to, actually because of a newer group, because Soul Sonic. Yeah, you know, they won. They had a sweep at the Grammys.
Yes.
Won all their trophies, all 4. And I actually saw Bootsy Collins kind of congratulated them and everything. And that just kind of took me back. So I've been listening to Bootsy stuff.
Bootsy,
yes.
My man Bootsy. Oh
wow.
With some Bootsy. Okay.
That is awesome. Check it out.
Yep.
This is my favorite. And I mean, this is 1977.
I rarely see them around in my record stores. I never see his records. Never.
Wow.
Never.
That's probably because people are snapping them up.
Everywhere. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Like his first album, Stretching Out, it had that cut on there. I'd Rather Be With You. Real nice, slow, man. Yes. And I was hooked, you know, because you always saw Bootsy, and he was always known as a bass player for of course, James Brown.
Yes.
Yep.
But when he came out with his solo stuff, I got hooked on his first album. But this album, it is fire. I mean, it is fire. This came out with Pinocchio Theory on it, but it had another cut on here called "What's a Telephone Bill?" but my all-time favorite on here is "Munchies for Your Love." Oh man, y'all ever heard "Munchies for Your Love"?
I guess a few times. I think so. Yeah.
"Munchies for Your Love" is, whoo. He got a line in there. He say, "Your love is kind of sweet, sweet enough to eat. I'm hooked on his stuff. I got the money for your love."
I love it.
This is one of my all-time favorite Bootsy albums.
Oh my God.
A lot of his albums, but I always go when I really want to hear Bootsy. This one,
Back
right?
to Bootsy.
Isn't he the one who found the name Silk Sonic, the band's name? I think I heard that somewhere, that he was the one who suggested the name for the band, Silk Sonic.
Okay, I hadn't heard that.
I haven't heard that either, but he might have. It sounds like his style.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
and
you can tell.
And another thing I want to shout out, just in case Bootsy stumble on our video here. Bootsy, I love you, man. You might not remember me. Make you rest in peace. But yeah.
Oh man.
You ever want to meet?
Yeah.
Ooh, get out. So what so you met Bootsy?
Oh, lots of times.
Get out.
His cousin, she had her own band back in the 80s called Ladies Touch.
Okay.
And he actually gave her a bass guitar.
Get out.
Yeah. Now
gave it to her.
Me and his cousin, her name was Jackie. She's passed away. That damn. But she had a band. She used to play bass, and he used to come see her play.
Okay.
You know, kind of like that little, I guess, little roadie or something. Used to hang.
Okay. Yeah.
I had that track because I worked with her, so I knew it. So when she said we played at this club, I was right there. You know. So, and then at the time, I used to work at this rehabilitation center, and his mother, Bootsy's mother, it was independent living there and stuff. She was there. So, of course, he used to come visit his mama. He was a mama's boy. He's a mama's boy.
Oh, really? Okay.
He loves his mama.
Oh.
Pretty much men do. And he'd come there, visit his mama, you know, and I'd be like, hey, you know, and he would always talk to you. I mean, he never talked above anybody. You could
That's
just
good.
Stations and stuff. I mean, he just down to earth. I even met him at a flea market. Him and his wife at a flea market.
What? A flea market.
I love that.
That was it. I didn't want to bother because he was with his family.
We don't see that anymore, man. We don't see that with artists anymore.
I know. I mean,
see that.
Just out and about, and you know, doing their thing. That's nice to hear when you hear that they're real personable and down to earth. I love to hear stories like that.
Yes, exactly.
He's definitely down to earth.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
That's beautiful.
Yep. All right, so it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks. I don't know why, but I'm on a Mariah Carey's vibe.
Oh yes.
So I was playing her latest one, which is Caution. Pretty good. I was very surprised, very happy about this album. Of course, it's not as good as a Butterfly or as the Emancipation of Mimi, but it's still a beautiful album, man. Beautiful.
I love that cover.
Yes, gatefold. Beautiful. Mariah.
Beautiful.
And I mean, it's Mariah Carey. I mean, yes, her vocals has changed a bit, but still good. Still beautiful lyrics, beautiful songs. There's not a bad track on this one. I mean, with you, The Distance, and No, GTFO. I mean, it's Mariah. Man.
It's Mariah. That's beautiful.
Her influence is so big, man. She's the queen of the 90s.
She was. She really was.
She's
yeah.
So Mariah, I've been spinning a lot of Mariah lately. So yeah, this is the
yes.
Never go wrong with Mariah.
Oh no, you definitely can't go wrong with Mariah Carey.
No, I still need to pick that one up.
Oh, it's beautiful, and the sound is beautiful as well. Very quiet. Great, yes, great one.
Okay, I gotta pick that. You know, I still love, and I still think I think I maybe might have posted this comment on one of your videos one time. But she is so underrated as a songwriter. She is such a good songwriter. So I listened to her lyrics from like all her 90s albums. I said, man, she was so good.
People seem to forget that she's a songwriter. People think that she's just a vocalist, but no, she's a songwriter.
Yeah,
she's a producer. She's the executive producer on this one. So the girl is talented, man. She's she's a queen. She's a queen.
Yeah, she still is. She's still. I love her.
I love her. So, I love her. I love her.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Yeah,
I love Mariah.
I was in that you. Was that album Blue till you spun it around and I saw it was a black album?
No, it's a black album, but I think that there's several versions of it. There's a few colored version as well, but I picked the basic one because I mean it was the cheaper. So yeah,
you ain't kidding.
Several versions.
I was looking at trying to get my hands on the color version. Well, it's like going for like a couple hundred now.
There's a pink one. There's there's a few versions of it.
Yeah, I should have jumped on it when I saw it.
Yeah,
you should have. I jumped on it when I saw it.
Did you?
Oh, you got it?
I got the blue.
Okay.
The Noble.
Oh,
that's who had it. That's who had it.
Yeah.
And I forget who had the pink one because there's a pink one out there.
There's a pink one as well, but I think it was available on a website, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe elsewhere. But I mean, she released her. I think most of her discography on vinyl lately. I mean, last year or something like that. Unfortunately, I did get them because some of them are beautiful colored vinyl and whatnot. But
I grabbed a few. I was able to get Rainbow and Butterfly on the cover. But it's like they put it out and it's like one and done. It's like they don't. The color vinyl is, they don't do too many pressings for her. The resale value for those for Mariah, they're up there. So, but nice to have though. Her album covers are beautiful. Her song lyrics are beautiful. I still think she's a great vocalist, So, and like you said, she really changed the game. It was like her and Whitney, Mariah and Whitney, So those were the ladies that came in and shook things up,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It was a freak that I ended up with that blue. I just happened to be in Baltimore looking for something totally different. Looked over there and saw it.
You saw that?
It up, So it wasn't like I had a blue. I just stumbled onto it.
Yeah, Barnes and Noble is good for that.
Yeah.
You have to be quick, man. You have to be quick.
With their exclusives. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who's next?
It's you, my dear.
Is it me? Okay. I was just like, all right. Let's see. What have I got here? All right. Well, hey, speaking of Barnes and Noble, while we're on that tip,
I don't want to cut you, Mikey. I don't want to cut you, but the thing is, I don't have the premium thing for the Zoom, and I just got a notice saying that we only have 8 minutes left for the video.
That's right. They only give you 40 minutes.
I didn't know that.
What you want to do? You want to keep going, or you want to do part 1 now or part 2?
Let's do part 1, and we'll do a part 2. I don't know if we can do a part 2 right after. I don't know how it works, but we have 8 minutes left.
Okay, I'm gonna make this one quick though. All right. Oh my God. So speaking of Barnes and Noble, I've been thinking about, these are also some Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees for this year. They're talking about my boys, Duran Duran, my favorite group of the 80s. So an induction that's so richly deserved because they really switched up the game in the 80s. We're talking about, this is the Barnes and Noble Barnes and Noble exclusive. This is on the white vinyl. I want to say this was 2020 when this came out. But this is their first album. It's got Girls on Film, Planet Earth. You know, if you were around watching MTV back in those early days, you know, those were on heavy rotation. Anyone out there, Careless Memories, great track. To hear them perform that live is wonderful. And the second LP is just like bonus 12 inches. So, but of all those songs and more. So, but man, just playing this back in the day and playing this now, I say Duran Duran is another one of those groups. You know, they're always known as the Pretty Boys, but they were so much more than that. Their videos were just like nothing, so exotic and colorful and scenic, man. It was like watching a little mini movie. Their videos were some of the best that MTV had to offer at that time. And another thing is, once you get past their image, people still want to like consider them like pretty boys, and they're all surface, but they, as much style as they had, you know, you could tell they were influenced style-wise by like Roxy Music and Brian Ferry and Bowie and everything. And you could tell John Taylor's bass lines, total, you know, Nile Rodgers, Chic, you know, who they still have that close association with. But their lyrics, if you ever sit down and listen to their lyrics, and their primary lyricist is Simon Le Bon, I just love how his mind works. Like just the way, you know, like take a line from like Rio, Cherry Ice Cream Smiles. Man, those lyrics are so visual. They were such a visual band. And it's just like, man, it's just like, can't nobody tell me that Duran Duran don't have no talent. So, and they together for this long, still touring, still packing them in, you know, and just musicians, you know, artists, you know, so they work so well together. They're still going strong, still high in the running for the induction. You know, the fan vote is looking pretty high, and I hope they get it. I've been saying it for years.
Really,
you know, people like, they, you know, they ain't getting
so big. They were so big. Once again, I don't understand how come they're not already into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
But you know what? Said, Mikey, you know, when you think about it, a lot of those 80s bands were very visual, you know.
Yes.
They were. The lyrics, their music, and the video, these times better than videos today.
Right.
The video, it actually went with the song. When you video, you actually song. Even though you can hear the song, but when you came out with the video, it matched the song.
It matched the song. You heard the song on the radio and then let your imagination run wild with it. You could visualize that. When you saw the video was equally, it was like ear candy. You know, total ear candy. But man, I'm telling you, it's just and I think that's you know, I can totally see them getting in because they have that influence. You know, they influenced so many bands. They were influenced by some of the greatest bands, like I said, Chic, Bowie, you know, so I can't see why they wouldn't get in, but I think bands that are of the 80s have a more difficult time getting in right now. They're just now starting to see, you know, like Journey and, you know, those kinds. They're just now starting to get in. So I think they stand a good chance, but they've been on my mind. And real quick, I know we're running low on time, but that's on the white vinyl, double LP.
Beautiful.
Hey,
I love the label. Yeah,
they're very cool. So hey, I say a prayer for my boys. Let's see if they get in. I leave it to you. I leave it to you. Who's next? Is it Funk? You next?
Okay.
Next, but I guess let's do a part 2 because you won't have time to talk about part 2.
I know, right? This is crazy.
What's left?
I mean, you have 3 minutes, my brother. Say something.
I'll be quick because I'm going to tie in to what Mikey was talking about. She mentioned Nile Rodgers, and it's so funny because my next record was Chic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes. Classic.
I mean, when this album dropped, I mean, oh my goodness.
I love it.
This was the album.
Yep.
Yes.
78, everything.
Ooh.
They knew this was going to be a smash because look,
Of
they
course.
put all titles of every song on the front of the album.
Yes. Oh,
You know, they didn't
oh
think
my
about putting it on the back. They said, all these songs are good. We're going to put them on the front.
God.
And that's what they did. I mean,
That,
Dick Here, La Free, Summer Fair, Happy,
Happy Man.
Yep.
yeah.
I want your love.
I Want Your Love.
Ooh,
And I
man.
tell you, another one of my favorites too that gets overlooked. At Last I'm Free.
Free. That's another
Woo.
good one.
That is one of the slow ear candy things that just melt your eardrums.
I'm telling you.
Phone.
Mm.
I mean, it was
Yes.
a bad track on this album.
I'm telling you. Woo. Chic was so smooth. Oh my
Yep.
God.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, Bernard Edwards, rest in peace.
Yes. Yes.
You know, that was just a great loss. You know, not
It
only
really
for me,
was.
but for this band.
I mean,
Mhm.
they've been sampled so many
Many
times.
times.
Crazy. Crazy.
Man.
The
I'm
drummer,
telling you.
the drummer Tony Thompson, he passed away too.
Tony Thompson, yeah, and he was another one. He was with the power station.
Oh, girl.
I'm telling you, I know you know the power station now.
You know what? I can't believe that he really just had one album.
I can't believe it either. I can't believe it. They were so good together.
All right, let's go for part 2.
Yeah, we're back because we got talking about Chic and Tony Thompson and
Exactly.
all that good stuff. But
yes,
yeah. So that was on me. So I guess we did finish up the Chic thing, didn't we?
Yeah, but Chic, I mean, they were just incredible. They are just incredible musicians. I cannot believe, I mean, this guy is like top producer and whatnot.
yes,
Just amazing artists. Amazing
yes.
artists, man.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Ooh, and
where he was doing so much.
He is so. I mean, the people he's worked with. I mean, just starting out with Chic and producing for Sister Sledge and Diana Ross, man, and then to go on and work with Madonna and Duran Duran and David Bowie and all, and producing all these landmark albums, man. He's just mega talented, mega talented.
Exactly. Wow.
Yeah.
Great band, great artist, great. Wow.
Yes, Chic, man. You can't say enough about him, man.
Yes.
Oh no, you can't. You really can't.
Yeah, Chic.
Chic. Right, so it's my turn, right? It's my
turn. So Chic.
All right, last album. It's actually was released a couple of weeks ago. It's the recent album of very cool band, electronic Afro funk band that I really, really like. It's Ibibio Sound Machine.
Oh,
Ibibio Sound Machine. This is the latest one called Electricity.
Oh my God, I love that cover.
I don't know if you're familiar with this band. Great, like I said, great band, like electronic, Afro funk. They are from London.
Awesome.
Very, very cool band. Very cool band. Comes on this great yellow splatter vinyl.
Gorgeous.
Cool. And this is the lead singer. Her name is Eno Williams. Super talented. She sings in English and in her native tongue, which is Ibibio from Nigeria. So the lyrics is in English and in Ibibio. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
This one is good, but not as good.
Yeah.
You have this one as well, funk. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's not as good, maybe not as good as their previous one, which is this one here. Dokumin. I love
this. Oh my God.
Yeah, this one is a little bit more funkier. Then
Yeah.
the new one is maybe more electronic, pop electronic.
It is.
But this one is way more funky. I really, really like this one.
Okay.
I agree with you. I do too. I like that one too.
Yeah.
I like all of them, but yeah, you're right.
That's the one.
Wow. 4 or 5 albums, I believe. Very, very cool band. Very cool.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Wow. And her name is it Eno Williams? Am I saying it right?
Williams. Yeah, the lead
Eno Williams. Okay.
Williams.
No, you know I'm writing it down. I'm like, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, ENO. Yeah.
Okay,
Super talented lady. Love their music, man. Love their music.
All right.
Oh,
Eno Williams, girl.
Yep.
All right. And my girl's from the UK?
She's from the UK, but yeah, she's
awesome.
She's born in the UK and raised in Nigeria. And
okay.
she uses like these old songs that her family taught her when she was a kid, and she mixes that with their style of music and whatnot. It's very, very cool. Very cool.
Okay. I have to check her out.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna like it. For sure.
All right. Yeah, that's all electronic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Electronic funk. Yeah, they're the great musician, great band. Yeah.
Okay. I'm on it. You know I'm gonna check it out. You got some of her stuff too, Funk. It sounds like you got yeah.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
I'm not gonna be left out the party. I'm about to get
some. You're gonna like it. I'm sure you're gonna like it.
That's cool. All right, man.
Did I just stumble onto that, or did you introduce me to her, E? I can't remember.
If I, what did you say?
Did you introduce me to her? That group?
I have no idea. Probably because I've mentioned them a few times on my channel. So maybe last year. I don't know. I've talked about this album. Maybe that's when you.
Okay.
Mikey, let me tell you something about Eve, Mikey. Eve spending my money.
Oh, I know it.
All in my
I believe it.
It's mutual, my brother. Believe it.
I believe it. Yep. I know. That's why whenever somebody posts a new video, I have to go with trepidation. I said, "Oh Lord!" I said, "Now what's out?" You know. that's oh my God! But that's great. That's so we to share the music.
Exactly.
Share the music and share now. That's wonderful. So so now I'm about to check it out.
That's the beauty of the vinyl community. That's the beauty of it. I mean, I've learned much.
I know. Love, listen, and learn.
Yep. That's the beauty of it.
All right. So Eno Williams. I'm coming for you.
Eno Williams.
Is it? I must have said it wrong like 4 times now. Okay. Say it for me again.
It's ENO. ENO.
ENO. Okay.
Yeah, Eno Williams.
Eno Williams, like Brian Eno.
Yeah.
Eno.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Eno Williams. All right. Eno.
Oh, believe me, Mike, learning the name too as we talk now.
Right. Okay. No, I love it. So sharing the wealth of knowledge. I love it.
Very underrated. You don't hear about them a lot, unfortunately, but they're a very very cool band. Yeah.
That's what some of the best artists are right now, under the radar.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Woo wee. All right. Is it back to me?
Yep. Back to you.
Okay. All right. That is funny because it seems like everything we're talking about somehow ties into what one another is featuring. So Eve talking about Eno Williams and the new electronic vibe on the new album. So I've been thinking about, and you all know me, so you know this is my girl. She was right there at the dawn of electronic music with her collaborator, Giorgio Moroder. We're going to talk about my girl, Donna.
Queen Donna? Of course.
You know, I'm not surprised you was not, that you did not show him Donna Summer.
You know I would, This was, I'm going to say, this was the first album I ever bought with my own money. Donna Summer, when I was coming up, she was everything. She was just everything. She was everywhere. And this album meant so much to me. And just, I use this as this is like the template that I think all dance albums should follow, because it's just amazing. She was just so full of talent, so colorful, so unique, and no one like her before or since. But this is the recent reissue that they did. This is probably the first video I ever did, was on Donna Summer's Greatest Hits on the radio, volume 1 and 2. This was, they made it into a gatefold. It wasn't an issue, this one, but they reissued as a gatefold.
Nice.
That's nice.
This used to be the poster that was inside, if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
But
she was so beautiful.
I'm telling you, she was beautiful and talented. And this is going to show just one.
Big vibe.
Wow.
And
I shouldn't be shocked. I knew that was going to be some kind of fabulous color.
You know it, man. I'm telling you. And then we got that pretty purple on this too.
Yeah.
And what knocked me out about this album, aside from her talent, when I was, listening to this, is just the format. You know how like every song, melts into another one, like the one song segues into another. And I'm just like, and when I was a kid, I thought all albums were going to do this, I said, oh, you mean they don't,
Yeah.
So, but just like the way that, Bad Girls, Hot Stuff segues into Bad Girls, and where it's just made for continuous DJ play. Brilliant idea. And just over the years, just hearing about how involved she was. And I don't think a whole lot of people, like there's people out there who have more like a pedestrian knowledge of Donna Summer, but they don't know how involved she was. She wasn't just a voice in front of a microphone. Right. She either wrote or co-wrote the songs, so she, just stick her in the studio and, she wasn't that type of singer. But she collaborated on the concepts. You could hear photographer Harry Langdon talk about the album shoots he did for Donna. She came in there with her own costumes. She did her own makeup. She had the layout of exactly how she wanted it. I mean, she was an artist. She was involved.
Oh yeah.
And I love that back cover too. But and all the hits, but this album introduced me to so much as far as not just her, but dance music. When Enough Was Enough came out, made me a Streisand fan. I mean, this introduced me just to a whole new world of music, period. And I'm just so thankful for it, still thankful for it. Never leaves my sight, always playing it. And just the breadth of her range, not just vocally. If I can remember correctly, she is the only female artist who was nominated for 7 genres, who got 7 Grammys in 7 genres.
Wow.
You're talking about Donna did rock, she did country, she did jazz, she did gospel, R&B, dance. She was Donna Summer, I'm telling you.
And we only talk about her disco era. Never.
Right. It's like I could see why she's called the Queen of Disco, but the fans know she was so much more. I mean, she could sing Blow the Roof Off with Dim All the Lights, but she could also, do write a country song for Dolly Parton, which is Starting All Over Again. She did that song for her. On My Honor, on the Bad Girls album, another country song. She could do everything. When she was covering, Someone to Watch Over Me, she could do jazz standards. I mean, but this was my intro to the girl. And I never forget it. And you put this album on a rainy day or a day when you're feeling down, nothing's going to uplift you like this album. It's so good. And you'll be boogieing around the house or wherever you at.
I believe it.
Donna.
When did that version come out? The color version of that?
This one, I want to say 2018, 2019, maybe. Might have been 2018, late 2018. But I still got that original with the poster inside. That hung on my wall for many years. So
I got that too. That's why I was asking about that color.
Yeah. The color, and it's still out there. Okay. You can still get it, but man, she was just something. And Funk, you and I talk about this all the time because I'm always posting on Donna Summer. Her legacy is really being kept intact. The the folks at Driven by the Music, they're constantly releasing Donna Summer all year round. She cannot be forgotten. I mean, there's always something new in her catalog that's being released. But this was the first that that got me. This hooked me in. So
yeah, I tell
that's
you,
our girl.
when I first passed away, oh man, it was like a knife in the heart.
Ooh, she died on my birthday. I was like, that was the worst birthday I ever had.
Wow.
Oh my God. It was like you lost, we all lost somebody who was so vital to the music industry, but that was like losing a friend. When I lost Donna, I was just like, oh my God, and I still haven't recovered. Her music brings such joy and brings a smile to your face, but every now and then you still get so sad. I get that same way about Karen Carpenter. I put on Karen Carpenter, and it's just like, man, it's just like they should be here. They should be here.
Yeah, gone too soon.
Gone too soon. But like they say, the music lives on.
Oh, yeah.
Got plenty of it to go around. So, but there we go.
And when you think about that, though, that is the true blessing that, we all should be so lucky after we pass on that we still remember in a way by lots of people because the legacy of music they left behind.
Yes.
People, if I'm gone, it's just a few friends and family that will remember me. But they got the opportunity when they pass, the world will remember them.
Yeah. The world mourns, the world remembers, and to have releases come out, every now and then, maybe some stuff you never heard before. It just kind of comforts your soul when you can just be like, oh, wow, I didn't know they released that, or I didn't know that was in the vault, or whatever. So it's comforting, music, I'd say it time and time again. It's just such a healer. It really is. So.
Oh, it is. Definitely. How bad my day can be. I get home and put a record on. Woo, forget about that day.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. And what I like about music too, because you can always pick that album that cater to your mood. It could be a good day. In a good mood, you're going to find funky, snazzy, jazzy type record
that reflects your mood. Yeah.
You feeling blue, you're going to find that album that puts you right in the pocket of how you feel. And that's another thing I love about music.
That's the beauty.
Music is life. Music is life.
Amen. Yes.
Amen to that. Music
is so much life. I can't even imagine. Yeah. And I know there's different ways of different formats, different platforms to listen to music, but nothing beats pulling a record out your collection or a CD and just putting it on. Cause it's just like, I like to stream stuff too, streaming is cool and everything, but it's like the act itself of pulling something out your collection that you have, you can put your mind will go back to when you got it, when you first heard it, and just pulling it out, dust it up and putting it on and just laying back and just being caught up in the moments. It's just, nothing can touch that. Nothing can touch that feeling.
It's the whole experience. It's
it is, but it's like that's why we're here in the VC, because we connect with all this. This is why we're here.
Well, Mikey, I kind of got to disagree with you. I hate streaming. Because you can't.
Do you?
I got to cut. And I
hear you.
We said ain't nothing like just going to your shelf and pulling something off. Because to me, when I do that, I feel ownership of it. And I feel closer to it because I feel that I went out, I paid for it, I brought it home, and I care for it. Yeah. And that's why, streaming, like you said, it's out there, but really, I do stay away from it.
I hear you. You know what I use streaming for? I agree with you wholeheartedly. Streaming for me, I use for convenience and for discovery. I use it for
Exactly.
discovery. Like if there's an artist that I haven't heard and I'm streaming, you know, it could be Spotify or whatever. I'm like, oh, I never heard of them. Okay, you know, let me see if they got an LP or like some vinyl available. Or like for like in your car, you know, you want to stream, you know, like Sirius, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, for ownership. And you know, because when you stream, it never really belongs to you. You know how that is. So it's like you might be purchasing something from the Apple store, or whatever. You know, purchasing an MP3. Yeah, it's there today, but you better hope your hard drive don't crash because it might be gone. You know, so but it's got its place.
It's convenient. That's all. It's
convenient. It's got its place, but no, it'll never take the place of possessing something that's right. The time it marks the timeline of your life. You know where you were when you bought it. It's yours. You can pass it down to somebody if you want. You can't do that with streaming. I get you, brother. I get it.
You know, my whole thing with that is like when you tell these musicians, these artists to own your masters. That's how I feel. You know, this is my masters.
Yes,
this is my master.
That's right.
So I go to my vault anytime.
Anytime. And
this
it's there.
My recording. So that's how I feel. You know, I'm not an artist, but I feel I'm an artist, but I can go and get my master tape. You know?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That is so true. That is so true, man. Yeah.
But like you said, it has its place though, but you know, I stay away from it as much as possible because like you say, you're trying to find a new artist or something, you want to hear what it's like. So I'm guilty of that as well, but I don't go to Spotify, nothing. I go straight to YouTube.
Right. Yeah, I hear you. I've discovered so many great artists on YouTube because they go based on the suggestions that, say if I'm pulling up Diana Ross, you know, they'll pull up a new artist kind of in that vibe. I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know about her, you know. So, but YouTube is definitely good for that.
Yeah. It is too, believe it or not, because Eve don't leak me to so many different people is ridiculous. You know, Eve say, "Oh, Brother Funk, listen to this." Then also out 5 or 6 more albums pop up. It goes out. The next thing you know, the man's dropping off 5 boxes. So
that's how it works.
That's how it works. It's a beautiful thing.
It is. Yeah, because we don't. It's those days. I mean, I'm so glad we still got some of the independent record stores left. But remember how we used to find out about stuff? You used to go shop at the record store. You meet your friends up there. You talk to the guy behind the desk or the counter, and that's how you find out about new stuff back then. So it's like if we didn't have these options now, you know, we might not be discovering stuff. So, but yes, just a new way of discovering new people, new albums. So, yeah, it's great.
But it's funny you mentioned that though, how we found out. But don't forget too, you know, and it's a shame now because most of this stuff is all programmed. Don't forget the DJs.
Oh yes,
of course.
They will let you know when the new albums are coming. You know, let you. I tell you now, you don't have those DJs no more.
Nope,
you know,
sure don't.
Program. You know, radio stations are just programmed. They got set lists of what they got to play. When DJs had the power to play what they wanted to play, like these the record company say, "All right, this is a new record from the Jackson 5. Play this," and they played it. But he was also able to go off script, especially when that album dropped. That's how the albums got discovered too, is because they played the hit, but then remember those Mellow Mood nights and stuff? They hear the slow songs on those same albums. You know, I never forget. Like I was just talking to Eve. Eve, you might remember this when we was talking about B-side songs.
Yes.
Like when the Mary Jane Girls came out with the first album, the hit first off there was called Candyman. Candyman. Then the song that came out there was called Boys. but we still like the boys. That had a wicked bass line to it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Here, and this song became the biggest hit off that album, but you didn't hear it to a late night mellow mood play, and that was all.
Yeah, and that was the DJ. The DJ, yeah. That's how so many great songs broke on through. If it hadn't been for the DJ, you know, flipping the A side over and playing the B side, you know, on the radio, we might not ever have such great songs.
The DJ was like a god back in the day, for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I miss those times, you know, but they're still out there, but they have less say and less input because everything's programmed. They program the same 30 songs, so so
you know, you ever did this? You had a full work day when you got up in the morning, you cut on the radio and you hear the first song, and then it comes all the way back around doing your work day, and you're like.
The same song over and over and over again.
Over and over and over again. I mean, I could go to work and come home and hear Keep On Loving You by REO Speedwagon about 4 times. And I love REO Speedwagon, but I'm like, man, come on, four times in 8 hours? It's like, you know
all this music out here, you should never hear a song twice in a day. There's too much music out there for that.
That it really is.
I just call it laziness. They just program and that's it. You know.
Yeah, it is. It's like, you know, I mean, and that's like, you know, like the local stations that fall victim to that. But you know, I'm glad there's like, you know, Pandora and Sirius out there, you know, that at least give us a little, and they have, you know, the DJs who they still share their knowledge and stuff. So I think that's great. You know, if I want to hear some dance music, I put on 54 radio and, you know, they'll have, you know, somebody reminiscing about, you know, when Studio 54 opened and, you know, they'll play deep cuts and things like that. I like that, you know, so like, thank God for like satellite radio. So where it gives us something different, you know, so, but but local radio, like, you know, you just like switching the knobs and just, it's just like, you know, and this is not to put that down, but, you know, because there's still some smaller radio stations who still try to, you know, set themselves apart and do something different, but there's just not that many. So, but
I got the notice again, guys. So less than 10 minutes.
What do we do?
Okay, I'm gonna rush to my last one, the Isley Brothers Showdown.
Yeah. Ow.
This album was straight up fire. I mean, wasn't a bad track on here. As you can see from the back, right there.
Yes.
Oh, it's a promo copy. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are my boys. I love the Isley Brothers, man.
Isley Brothers, you know, and this is a band that doesn't get no credit.
No.
I mean, Ernie, he's never mentioned for the guitar playing he does. You know,
I'm telling you.
all other people, you know, but Jimi Hendrix played with the Isley Brothers.
I was gonna say you took the words out my mouth because I hear Jimmy when I hear Ernie play. I hear
They played together.
Wow.
And this album is fantastic. This, I think it came out 78, I believe.
Wow.
Bad cut on here. Showdown, Groove With You. Groove With You. I tell you, one of my favorites on this was Ain't Giving It No Love This Morning.
I love it. I love it. Man.
It's something else. I mean, of course, like Rockin' With Fire, Take Me to the Next Phase, Cooling Me Out.
Oh, man.
Funny, Love Fever. This album is phenomenal. You know, but the Isley Brothers, they always the ones that just look at the outfits.
I was gonna say they had the killer outfit. Killer, man.
It's like screaming 70s.
I'm telling you, man.
Straight up.
Between them and Earth, Wind, and Fire, couldn't nobody touch the costumes. Either one of them. That's great.
And then you look at them, and it's hard to believe they started off in the late 50s.
Yeah, wow.
Right? Yep.
Mm.
They really evolved. They really evolved.
You know,
yeah.
And it was just three of them. It was Kelly,
Mhm.
Rudolph, and Ernie. I
Yep.
mean, not Ronald.
Mhm, Ronald.
Yeah.
My
Chris
goodness, man.
actually the cousin.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually the cousin.
Mm.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. But Marvin and Kelly, they're both deceased now.
I know.
Ernie's still with us. Christopher. Matter of
Mhm.
fact, Christopher's I think cousin lives here in Ohio.
Mm.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I heard Rudolph, he's ailing a little bit. You know, he's up in age, and you know, with age comes a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
Comes a lot of health issues.
Yeah. I know Kelly got a heart attack years and years ago. And
Mhm.
Marvin died, I want to say about maybe 5, 6 years, maybe, I think. He had diabetes real bad, and he actually ended up losing both his legs before he died.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Oh, you know, they from Cincinnati. You know, they from Ohio.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And they
Uh-huh.
got
They
the
from-
Ohio, the Ohio ties. Yes.
Yeah. And they moved to New York, T-Net, New York.
Mm.
And that's label T-Net. That's what
T-Net
T-Net
Records. Yep.
does. Yeah.
That's
So,
and
but
they had a good year last year, you know, because of Versus. You know, that put them back on the charts for a while.
Yeah.
That Versus, that's one of the best ones they ever did. That was a great show. But
Yeah.
yes, they, you know, and people have forgotten about the Isley Brothers. That show, you know, that show was the talk for several months after that.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. Cause you know, Ronald too, he was missing in action a little bit. You know, he got caught with taxes.
Mm.
And,
Did
he had to go behind bars for a minute.
Uh-oh, Ronald. Uh-oh.
Yeah. He had to go behind bars. Yeah. Gotta pay taxes.
Oh man. So yeah, you had to go incognito for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man. But his
But he
voice.
got-
Ooh.
Yeah,
Versus.
great band, great musicians.
Mhm.
Legend.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I gotta say one thing,
Mm.
Ernie Isley, his props. They don't do it.
Mm.
That's true.
do
They
it.
should.
Yeah.
They should, because that brother on that guitar, oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah. Because he'll like say, okay, Jimi Hendrix. And then they'll skip over him
Mhm.
to be recognized, really. And I might get shot in the head for saying this. He recognized before they even bring up Prince's name.
Mm.
What? Wait, say it again. Say it again.
Ernie Isley should be mentioned before Prince.
Mm.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, I give him Jimi Hendrix
Mm-hmm.
if you want to talk about him, but don't jump up Ernie Isley and start talking about.
Oh, right,
Mhm.
right, yeah.
You-
Because I'm sure Prince was listening to Ernie Isley,
Yeah.
you know, coming up. Yeah, Yeah.
If you mention Jimi Hendrix, you gotta mention Ernie Isley.
yeah, you do.
Go to whoever you want to go to,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
you just can't jump over him and then go
Right.
straight to.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I agree with you there. Yeah, he definitely. He's. I don't know why, but yeah, he is. He's terribly underrated.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
All
So,
right,
but,
guys. I don't want to cut you off, but
Oh no, we didn't talk about RSD
close
yet.
this before Zoom close us.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah, it
Zoom,
was
I'm
a
gonna get
pleasure.
you, Zoom.
It was a pleasure. I hope we're gonna be able to do this again.
Yes, yes.
Very, very cool.
Let's get together real soon. Talk about
And
RSD
episode
and all
2
that stuff.
very soon.
Very
Well,
soon.
hey, y'all know I'm off every weekend, so it's up to y'all.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
That's
We're gonna make
fine.
it
Whenever-
happen.
So
Hit me up whenever you're
Oh, yeah.
ready.
hit me up. Say, I'm off. Whatever y'all tell me, y'all off can do it. I'm ready.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So it's
me
a
too.
date. It's a date.
Y'all off
Yes,
All right.
guys.
Let me know.
because
See
I
you
love you.
soon.
Oh, I love you all.
All
This was
right.
fun.
All right.
All right.